Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Please have a seat. Thank you. As you all know, because you're all my friends, I just got back from Korea, and being on the DMZ, working with our fellow ROC fleet Koreans, I had an opportunity to senior staff to see how our government works, how we're viewed overseas. And I worked for a gentleman called Admiral Omi, who's a two-star Korean admiral. And at one point every day I would ask him different questions about defense of Korea, and he always told me, he goes, remember, go back and tell your vets that it was well worth it. And I go, why do you want to say that? He goes, look at our country. You sacrifice so much. And one day I asked him, I said, aren't you ready for the unification? And he looked at me, he goes, we follow your economy. And I looked at him and I go, what does that have to do with North Korea? He goes, we are at a point right now, if we unify, we'll go bankrupt, just like Obamacare is going to do for America. And I looked at him and I didn't laugh. I'm like, here's a guy overseas that got it. And right now, what's happening through the nation, through the state, and through the county, we need to bring leaders in to get back to the basics. We're going to do what Bill Wilkerson did out in East Hampton, go to zero-based budgeting for town of Islip if I get elected. We're going to look at every line item. We're going to take it rational and get it back to having our employees make decisions and we'll back them. Having something that our taxpayers are not seeing rate increases, but seeing our government do stuff to make it a little more friendly to do business in Iceland. And that's the problem. I was just talking to Sam when he just left, and Sam was telling me how it's hard with the planning department to do a house that burnt down to rebuild it in Fire Island. They wanted him to do it as a commercial risk. It's like, that's insanity, and that's what we have in the town of Iceland. So what we're going to do, Tom Croce, myself, Anthony Sem, the rest of the ticket, is to go back and bring basics back into Iceland. We're going to treat our employees like they should be, and we're going to start treating the taxpayers as the customers. And we're going to get back to the basics. And we're seeing the community when we're knocking on doors. And I want to say right now, I have a great group of volunteers going out. My Cochrane commandos, from Greg to Noel, and I want to say John, Brian, James, Liz, we're out there every day. I'm missing people, but thank you so much for my troop of volunteers. We're knocking on doors and people are opening up and telling us their woes. We lost a bakery in Central Islip. The only reason, because it was a pay to play, and it wasn't that at all. But we lost, 70 jobs we could have had. And this is the stuff that we have to stop and bring right business in, take care of the main streets, and encourage people to hire. So we got a big task. I'm not promising anything except for good leadership. We have 3 people in the military and the junior officers, so even though one might be senior than I am, but I'll keep them on an even keel, as we say. And it really is. We're having a great time going out. ConnectQuad just had us out as the high school, meeting the young people. What a great environment, great questions. Next week is East Islip. And Maggie, where are you? Bay Shore is Heaven and Hawn. So we're going to talk to the people at Bay Shore High School. Because it's really interesting to go up and meet the next generation. Last night, as Chairman Tantone said, one of the Democratic councilmen challenged or questioned the validity of my record as well as Anthony Sempton. That was not right, and we're going to keep our campaign honest, but I'll take on his career any day as a senior officer in the Navy, because I cherish all veterans in their work. And I'll close it. We're going to get with the raffle, but I wouldn't be here with a great mentor and mom. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And my in-laws are here, Mom and Dad O'Connor. And I have the greatest support team at home that keeps me, my rudder, in check. And that's Katie and my little boys. So, John and Connor, we kept them back home. And Katie, thank you so much. I love you. This is, I can't thank you enough. This is how humbling it is for all you to come out and support me. So thank you. I have every part of my life in this room, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you. God bless America, and enjoy the rest of the night. And we're going to do the raffles soon. Greg, where are you?
Last call for raffles.
Okay, last call for raffles. We'll do that, and we're going to raffle off the 2 baskets, and then we're going to do the centerpieces. So thank you again so much.